You just come on here, just whatever. Okay. I barely made it. All right, Capricorn, what is up? It's your girl Ash, aka Goddess Goals, and a bit busy back, babies, and that's on point blank, period. Here to give a message, right? Remember that this message probably won't resonate for you at all, but we just flowing and going. I am not a psychic. All right. You can listen to all the messages. They connect some way, somehow. They tell a story some way, somehow. If you listen to all the messages, even before this message. Okay. So, yeah, the main theme of the message is who are your enemies when no one's watching. All right, so this could even be talking about you. Roles can be reversed, and you know, it could be talking about you. You can be somebody else's enemy, or you are the enemy of your own self. Right, Capricorn? All right, so I love y'all so much, Capricorn. Capricorn, I love y'all. All right, so we're gonna be working with some words today. All right, some words, Capricorns, couple words we got right here. New job. So it's something about some new jobs here. Either you're gonna be hiring people for a new job, or you're gonna be looking for a new job, or the current job you're at, you're gonna be in a higher level or doing something different. Okay. New jobs. All right. This could also be you noticing people inside of your environment all of a sudden is getting new jobs, or somewhere or something is going to be able to allow other people to get new jobs, Capricorn. All right. Also hire and fire. I'm not hearing you're fired. Okay. Okay, Capricorn. Some of y'all might be getting fired, or some of y'all you might be doing the firing. Who knows? We talking to a lot of Capricorns, right? All right, Capricorn. So, new jobs. Also, when I see jobs, I see Job, okay, or Jobs, okay. So I might be talking to some Jobs here, all right, as well. So one of the people I love to watch, an anthropologist. I know I've been talking about an anthropologist for a while. You know what I'm saying? I be thinking I be doing my little thing, like I got that word down pack. I know anthropologist, because I had no idea what it was. But I watched the anthropologist and how you can learn certain things when you go deep, or when you just go deep inside of a message. So I'm getting like Jobs. Okay, so some of y'all might be Jobs, all right, Capricorn. And with the story with Job, it was like, man, this man had everything. Like he was rich, he had money, he had land, he had animals, he had children, he had a wife. A lot of things was going good for Job, you know what I'm saying? So, one time, um, the devil, comes to God, and, like God, I let's make a bet. I bet you that your servant Job will forsake you. You know what I'm saying? You put him through all this and all that, and you know what I'm saying, make him sick. The only thing, you know, I bet you basically that he'll forsake you. I bet you he'll give up on you. I bet you. And God was like, you think so? How about you? Have you tried my servant Job? Okay. And I'm like, okay, your servant Job. All right. So Job was God's servant. Okay. Maybe he was here, sent here basically to serve God in a certain way, or just here to bring this message, right? Here to explain like how you could have everything and how it could be taken away from you, but how also strong that you can be in your faith, right? With the Most High, that, hey, I'm not going to give up on myself. I'm not going to give up on anything. I'm not going to give up. Just not yet. I ain't giving up yet. I ain't giving up yet. I ain't forsaking him yet. No, 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 not yet. You know what I'm saying? So, and basically the devil was like, okay, yeah, I have not tried your servant Job, but you know what I'm saying? You want to send me to Job? How about we, okay, I'm gonna go to Job, okay? And God, like, look, you could do everything you want to do to Job, but you cannot kill him. That's the only thing you cannot do. You cannot kill my servant Job. All right. And let me tell y'all, I am not a preacher. I am not a Bible person. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the Bible. I like to learn things outside of that way. I like to also learn things where I figure out what's in the Bible myself. What I had I know I'm all over the place, but what I had learned, Capricorn, was that, somebody was saying like how maybe sometimes when you have a spiritual gift, you have like some type of gifts when you can know certain things that's like in places or in the Bible when you ain't never even read it. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you start reading it, then of course you're gonna know like, oh yeah, I know that's in the Bible. But when you don't, you absolutely don't know anything in the Bible, when you can just say something that's in the Bible, that's when you know like you got some type of gift. Okay, Capricorn. So that might be some of y'all. Okay. So anyway, Job, he wasn't like into the, I don't believe he was like into the Bible like that as well, but he knew that there was a God. He knew that it was something that was more higher than him, more outside of him. He knew that for sure. You know what I'm saying? So that might be something specific. All right, so basically the devil goes down and tries his servant Job, and he did everything to Job. You know what I'm saying? He took his kids away from him, he took his friends away from him, he took his money away, he took his health away, he took everything away from Job. And Job, was like getting his beat, you know what I'm saying, by the devil. And everybody around him, even his friends, was like, oh man, you have to do something wrong, for God to just treat you like this and not come save you and not come pick you up and da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Even his wife was like, man, you had to do something. You had to blah, blah, blah in order for all this stuff to be happening to you, Job, right? And now you don't got nothing, and they turning on him, they talking about him and his most like horrific times in his life, you feel me? So Joe was just like, damn, everybody done left me. Everybody done gave up on me. Everybody like, you know what I'm saying? You might as well forsake God. Call it a rap. You know what I'm saying? God don't got your back. God not with you. Job, period. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that hurt Job as well. But it was all a test. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, right? Job still stuck it out at the end of the day. And since Job stuck it out, he didn't fall for the devil's temptations. He, what I'm saying, made God proud, right? That's when God blessed him with double of what he had. Even though he lost his children, he blessed him with more, double of what he had. He lost his farm, his land, all that stuff. He blessed him double of what he had. Like, period, everything. He blessed him double, you know? And see, the thing is, though, with Job, it's like, the people that still deny him to his face, his friends, they walked away from him, blah, blah, blah. Job still ate with them, right? Job still broke bread with them. Job still welcomed them with love, right? So I was kind of talking about this a couple weeks ago. It was like, man, if you was in a Job situation and motherfuckers like, oh no, you ain't really doing that to you, you ain't really going through that, blah, 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 blah. Would you still welcome these people to your table? Would you still allow them to eat with you? Would you still, you know what I'm saying, feed them after they done denied you, after like you didn't wasn't going through all that, and all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, you at your lowest and they ain't nowhere around. All of a sudden, when you get back to your highest that you've ever been back again and on your feet plus more, now they want to come back around. Would you allow those people to eat with you? Would you allow those people to be around you? Would you, you know what I'm saying, be kind like Job would be kind, right? So, I mean, that's another thing. It's like many people in the Bible as men have been tested or have been tried or, you know what I'm saying, have been denied, just like Jesus. Like he sat there with all these people, his disciples, knowing that they was going to turn his back on him, and he still forgave them, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what would you do? I'm also, I mean, I be hearing like, what would you do if your son was at home on a bedroom floor because he's hungry and the only way to feed him is to sleep with a man for a little bit of money and his dad is gone. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? What would you do? Okay, what would you do? And that's also giving me the ABC 7 thing, where you are put in situations to see what would you do, how would you treat another person, you know what I'm saying, as well, Capricorn. So be cautious about those moments, or be cautious about those things if you are being put inside of a situation where, what would you do? Okay, Capricorn. So um That was something I was thinking about, right? So, yeah, but it's just been many people that have been tried or they have lost it all. So, uh, right, the what would you do? What would you do? What would you do? What would you do? Right? So as you see people go up, you can also see them come back down as well. But it's also about how you're treating people in their lowest moments. Because we can always trade places or the wrong judgment, right, Capricorn? So sometimes we will be judged, and sometimes other people need to be judged as well for their actions that they have tried in your Job moments or in someone else's Job moments. How did you treat Job? How did you treat Job? Okay, pay attention. How did you treat Job? All right, Capricorn. We also talking about revitalization. All right, so you know what I'm saying. If you're thinking about Job, Job was probably tired. Job was sick. Job needed some revitalization. That's why I said somebody needs an IV drip, right, Capricorn. That's why I got that message from. So hold on, really quickly. What does it mean to need an IV drip? Because I really don't know. Why? Hold on. Why do you need a IV drip? Okay. All right. It's loading. Capricorn, make sure y'all hit the like button for me. Should I get this stuff off my face? Okay. It's loading so slow. Okay, so dehydration. Okay. So that might be something, Capricorn. So some of us we might be dehydrated. Okay, something about hydration here. Um, it's also a way to give rapid fluid replacement. So some of us might need fluid replacements. Okay, Capricorn. All right. Surgery recovery, medication administration. So it can be where you're receiving some type of medication. That's why you need an IV drip. Nutritional support. Okay. Where if you cannot eat or absorb nutrients effectively, IV therapy can provide total prenatal nutrition like vitamins and things like that. Symptom relief, okay, something that helps you get over hangovers, cold, flus. It also helps getting fluids and electrolytes inside of your body, relieves headaches, nausea, and fatigue. Okay, Capricorn. So some of y'all might need that to feel revitalized, okay, Capricorn, as well. Or this is something that you know you have been experiencing. All right, maybe this is a revitalization in a certain area, okay, inside of your body, or a certain part of your body needs some type of vitalization, okay, some type of nutrients, all right, here as well. Something about research, okay, some of you guys might need to be researching the area or researching a certain area. Okay, this can be in a moving aspect, this can be in a body aspect, this can be in a mental aspect, this can be in many different aspects. If we come like putting together new jobs, revitalization, area research, okay, this can be something like, okay, how will I get to work, how would I handle this new job, how will I do this, how will I do that, you know. Also maybe researching an area where you're gonna work at, different things like that. Okay, we have community here in opioid. All right, so somewhere might be around a community that has like a lot of drugs. We have over police, drug epidemic, and complicated. So certain drugs might be complicated or certain things might be complicated. Okay, whatever it is, it may be complicated. You may be dealing with a complicated situation. Okay, Capricorn. All right. Yeah, something about over police here. Okay, something can be overly protected, or somebody is overly protected or overly protective or something like that. Okay, Capricorn. That's how my brain be feeling. It be like, all right, let's go. Eyes are tied, boss. Um, Let me see. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so somebody is not juggling something anymore. Somebody maybe had came up with a real decision on something, real decision about a new job here. Okay, Capricorn. Y'all come up with a new decision about um, a job situation, certain things like that. Okay. And then we got weird uncles. Weird uncles. Okay. Let's see. Hey, every flock has a black sheep. So some of you guys might be the black sheep of the family. Okay, you made a decision like, look, I understand that I'm the black sheep, or look, I understand that I might be different, or look, I understand that what I do, my job, my position might be a little different, or I realize like, okay, my situation might just be a little different. My circumstance might be a little different. Okay, what I'm looking into might be a little different. I might be the black sheep, okay, of this certain situation, of this certain thing, or whatever it is that's happening or you going through right now. All right, Capricorn. So, yeah, but a certain decision is made. All right. A certain decision. You might be set on something or understanding something, or something is just set in stone, okay? Something set in stone, Capricorn. All right, let's see what else we got. The Seven of Swords. Somebody being sneaky, deceptive. This might be somebody that you know, or something that you know about. Something dealing with maybe drugs, or something dealing with whatever you need revitalization on. Something maybe dealing with the IV drip. All right. Okay. Now you need some IV drip after somebody been manipulative, getting away with something for a while, stealing something for a while, taking something from someone else for a while. Okay. Somebody's been taking something and they're like, oh man, I hope they didn't see me, or hope they don't see me, or hope they don't notice. Like, I took a lot, but I hope they don't notice, or something is missing, but I hope they don't notice. Something's wrong and I hope they don't notice. Okay. That's the type of energy that I'm getting, Capricorn. All right. This might be have something to deal with your enemy. They hoping that somebody don't notice. All right. I'm also here. No matter what I do, all I think about is you. Even when I'm with my boo, boy, you know I'm crazy over you. No matter what I do, all I think about is you. Even when I'm with my crew, you know I'm crazy over you. Okay. And I'm here. So I don't know. All right, college professors. Okay, highly trained and educated people who will deliver insightful lectures that you are going to be sleeping through. So something can be boring for you guys, Capricorn, or boring to other people. All right, or who are whatever this is, somebody. It might be a college professor, somebody that has a college degree, or just been doing something for a long while, has been deceptive. Okay, that can be what that means. All right, because these are two cards. This is a card of deception, and remember, this is college professors. Okay, what else can we get? Somebody that's educated, highly trained. Um, I'm getting highly owned and operated, or highly digital and operated, or something like that, and operated. Okay, something about operation or operated. Um, like I'm seeing like a truck or a forklift. Okay, yeah, truck or forklift. something that can be insightful. Somebody brings insightful information or they deliver insightful information, but it also makes somebody else go to sleep. So somebody is sleeping through this. Okay, this could also be like a surgery or something. When you think about it, Capricorn, when you think about somebody doing a lecture or sleeping through something, okay? But hopefully not, right? Right, Capricorn. So yeah, something can make somebody feel sleepy. Okay, somebody can be talking to somebody, doing something, and something causes somebody to be sleepy. This can be deceptive. Okay, as well. That's sometimes what kind of be going on with me. I be all right. I be good. I don't be tired, and all of a sudden I could just fall asleep. Like why? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, but y'all not explaining to me why, right? Why would this happen? Why does this happen? Like sometimes if I'm doing these messages or readings and things like that, all of a sudden I get sleepy. Like I can't stay up. I have to go to sleep. And I never literally fall asleep, though I always fight through it and keep myself awake. But it's still like, am I blacking out or am I just going to sleep? So that might be something interesting. Y'all sleeping through something or y'all falling asleep or something is literally making you sleepy, but somebody wants to be like, I'm taking this, but do they see that I'm taking this? I'm still leaving them something behind, but I'm taking this. But do they see that I'm taking this or do they see that I'm doing this? Okay, Capricorn, this could be something. Okay. Alrighty. We have the Hermit. The Hermit. Okay. Somebody that has a lot of wisdom. They looking into something. They learning something. They studying something. They becoming more investigative about something. Okay. They've been on a mission. They've, went through a lot of things to know the things that they have obtained. They also have the light. They have the star right here. The star inside of their lamp. So it can be something dealing with success. Like this person maybe have had success, have had opportunities to teach other people, or other people have learned from this person. Okay. Because they have been successful. All right. When I think about the stick, I also think about Moses when he had his stick, right? Moses had his stick, okay? And yeah. That's a good analogy, right? When Moses had his stick and all of a sudden Moses had the stick once. Did he have the stick before? What was the rod specifically for with Moses? Let's see really quick. Why did Moses have the rod? Or what did the rod do? Okay, symbol of divine authority and power. All right. So it says Moses had a rod as a symbol of divine authority and power. The staff was used to perform miracles. Okay. Turning water into blood and parting the Red Sea. It was also a tool for Moses to lead the Israelites out of Egypt and into the promised land. The rod was a manifestation of God's presence and was used to demonstrate his power and authority over Egyptians. Okay? So this rod may be magical for you guys. That's so funny. I'm not even gonna tell y'all what I was thinking about. The last message we was talking about getting, helping. Can this stick get you out of the mud? Type of energy, but this is a more serious message, Capricorn. All right, but this is something about divine authority and power. Okay, this rod basically represents some person that is of authority. You see all that gray hair? This man got a lot of gray hair. And he's looking down, and I'm trying to think, like, what is he looking down at? What is he looking down? But he has his eyes, it looks like his eyes is closed as he's looking down, Capricorn. He might be giving thanks for all the shit that he done been through, and he's still making it. That might be the correct answer, right? Like, and then you can see, like, the ground is not like flat, it's like rocks, and it's bumps, and it's lumps, and it's all these different types of things. So it hasn't been like no straight and narrow path, it has been a rocky road. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this person has climbed over certain things to get this wisdom, right? And they're still going. But I feel like this person is also taking that time. When you think about a Virgo, um that represents the hermit. The hermit, Virgo is gonna take their time. They're gonna analyze where they going, where they walking to. So some people may think like, oh well, if this is the hermit and they have divine power and authority, why are they looking down? Hey, you need to watch where you walking. Okay, you need to watch where you walking. So this person, this divine person, may be watching where they walk. They are paying attention to their steps, okay? And also, when you think about looking down at your steps, you can also think about looking down and seeing where other people are walking to, where other people have gone. Think about the snow, think about the sand, right? Because this is sand. I'm trying to follow steps of people that have came before me. I'm trying to follow steps that I know are the right steps to take. Every step I take, every move I make, I be, missing you, but also watching you, right? As well. Okay. So this person can also be just watching, paying attention to the steps that they need to take of people that is in front of them. It's kind of like in a snow where you put your footstep in the next person's footstep, and not, instead of making a whole new path, right? So, making a whole new path can also be hard, right? So making a new path can be very, what would we call it? Like ambitious, or like, oh, I got this, right? But it also takes a wise person to say, I can go another way and follow um my way, or I can go in a way where I've already seen somebody that has gone, and follow their way until it's time for me to shine my light, you know, and allow the rod to guide me. Okay, something like that, right? Something like that. Okay, Capricorn. I'm on a rant. We ranting today, Capricorn. We are ranting. We got Vlad the Impaler. Vlad. 15th century prince and a bloody warrior. His reputation for impaling enemies on strikes provided inspiration for Bram Stoker's Dracula. So we might be talking about Dracula or something dealing with Dracula. Okay, that's cool. Something dealing with the 15th century prince and a bloody warrior. Something dealing with a warrior here. When you think about the hermit, they definitely is a warrior, but they're very smart, calculated. Okay. This could also be somebody that's smart, calculated, and um I would say intuitive with how they eliminate their enemies, destroy their enemies, or something like that. This might be your enemy as well, Capricorn. Okay. Mm. And pollen enemies on spikes. Something about spikes here. I was also getting pointing, pointer, pointing at somebody in Scorpio message. So this could be something about pointing or spikes or some Pacific dealing with the Scorpio message. Okay. Scorpio message was about you versus the elites. Okay, when you think about Dracula, Dracula would definitely be an elite, right? Because this is somebody that basically doesn't die, can't die, or it's hard to kill. All right, as well, Capricorn. Okay, something could be complicated. I know this is like all over the place, but you know, hopefully something resonated. Hopefully some of y'all might be going through this, and sometimes the message just click after the message, and it is what it is. But Capricorn, I hope y'all got some type of value out of this, and I'll be busy back, baby.